handymanreality.com. Back out at my crack repair job, basement wall crack repair job. So I'm bored. I've done a little bit of patching. Some patching where the rebar had been had pulled out of the wall, and we removed a chunk of this patio so that we could grade with actual clay. There's the sort of the clay line there with some still some dirty soil across the top. That'll be filled with clay. Window wells will be installed around the windows. But really, my boredom has got everything to do with waiting for some fast-setting patch to dry. So I thought, what the heck? I should prove to this landlord that this weeping tile system works. So I'm going to force a bunch of water down there, and then we'll watch it slowly, cross my fingers, go away. Because the original weeping tile system, the windows didn't have window wells. So what happened is that the water had nowhere to go. It just sat and of course went down the wall when it went through the 12 inches of soil. It was up against the house. This should have actually been clay, like a clay dirt. Down there you can see a clay weeping tile system. The pipe actually doesn't look in a terrible condition for the small section we see, and it's in a gravel pit. So my belief is it works. Part of the problem was the crack that you can see where I had done the foam filler and the mortar repair, and I'm going to now Zypex so that since it's a really rainy day in Edmonton, I just thought, I should be in a muddy pit. No, actually I need the Zypex coating to cure for a day or so. So while I'm working on other things, I want to let it cure. So I figured, well, I need to get it in today. So as we can see, all the water's gone now there, and we can see the edge of the footing, the actual footing. Above that footing on the inside, about 2-3 inches high, usually 3, sometimes 4, is the actual floor of the basement. So along here we have a gravel trench that this clay pipe sits in, and this clay pipe would have been graded so that it would all go out to a drain somewhere, which I almost imagine might be in this actual area. So now I've been rethinking what I'm going to do about the window wells, and what I want to do is I'm going to either dig down or drill down to that actual depth above that weeping tile, and I'm going to do that underneath each window. I'm thinking drilling because I don't want to disturb the existing clay, otherwise I'll have to compact it as I go, which is a lot of work. Might be easier and cheaper to just get a drill, fence post drill, and drill down to the right height so I get just above it, and then drop in a cardboard tube normally used to create a cement piling. Inside of that, drop a perforated plastic tube that goes right up to the window height, so that I can fill both tubes with gravel, and that would give an easy path for any water that collects inside the window wells, which are way out there in the yard. One of them is very, very deep because that's a bedroom window over there on the other side of the meter. So I had to get an oversized well that is an actual full 30 inches away from the wall, so that anybody climbing out that window over the edge of the well would have lots of room to do that. That's sort of mandated in Alberta, I imagine across most of Canada. So the idea is to drill a hole in the center of that all the way down, insert a cardboard tube, insert inside of there a 4-inch plastic perforated tube fill both with gravel, then install the window wells right onto the wall so that they're 6 to 8 inches above the grade that we're going to create. And we'll fill that with clay all the way around it. Then I will cut off the tubes at the bottom, and I will fill the bottom of the window well with gravel. Now that's how traditionally a weeping tile system is actually made up. The piping is. Normally it would be connected, and I'm going to settle for getting just above the weeping tile. And if anything, actually I'm going to go a few inches out so that I don't actually break that clay pipe. I just want to get to that gravel trench, so that any water that collects inside of the window wells in say from a torrential rain pour or something, or a once in 50-year storm, actually empties out and doesn't cause problems against the wall. And especially if another crack, which is very common for them to happen right below a window. I've been very happy with this cement wall, in that I haven't found any other cracks other than this one. So I'll be, now that this is all sealed, and it's well sealed in my opinion, I'm going to be painting a 1 foot either side of the crack with another type of wall sealer that actually fills the pores of the cement and crystallizes to plug them. And anytime it gets hit with any moisture, the crystals continue to grow and plug even more. That's called Zypex. That's from Hi-Dry, Hi as in Hi-Dry, DRY.com, and that's called Zypex. And the actual crack repair that I've used, which could be done from the inside, the actual crack repair I've used is from Sika, SIKA.ca. So that's a quick overview on how a crack repair would be done, what a weeping tile system is, and how we're going to fix this without actually trenching the whole distance of the house out. Because normally if you wanted to put in weeping tile, you would trench all the way around the house, which disturbs a lot of ground, landscaping, cement, stuff like that. And the idea is that 12 inches of black dirt you can see there, and you can see the brown clay beside it. Yeah, that black dirt, that's way, way, way too much. And the clay should actually be up about the height of the grass and a little bit higher, and then soil over top. And this is what the window wells would go around the window wells.